Okay, this is going to be a big day because we are going to go outside of the corral. This is one of those things I just kind of got not bored inside, but I was like, we have to do something new because we had had a lot of back and forth. Immediately, very into the grass, which is no surprise. A little bit nervous, obviously, but we're just going to stand here and chill out. We're going to take it slow. There's a lot of scary things everywhere. And then we're just going to eat some grass. My philosophy on this was just to take it slow. I didn't want to just gung-ho and go lead her around with all these kind of scary things. It was kind of just take it at her own pace and just be positive. I will say, watching this video, I don't reward as much as I wish I had. So just keep that in mind. I do reward a little bit, but not as much as I kind of do nowadays, I think, when approaching a new situation. So again, super into the grass. You can see her pen doesn't really have any more grass that she ate when she first came. And I'm kind of like, let's go ahead and try to do some stuff. So taking it slow, long line, just so then she can have the freedom to move around. It's a lot of scary stuff, but not really. Just a pasture. Got a nosy baby right there saying, well, that's interesting. But again, we're really chill, just taking it slow and giving her breaks. So I'm not really hand rewarding, but I think I'm rewarding in the sense of giving her breaks and letting her eat grass. But again, there's a little bit of, I don't want to say fighting about the grass, but disagreements on when to stop eating the grass. You can kind of tell it's just, I'm not too concerned with that. I'm not correcting her. I'm not shaping that behavior right now. It's mostly just keeping her happy and rewarding her and not really worrying about every single thing. This doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be successful and positive. So I'm not crazy concerned about the arguing over the grass. Later, it does obviously become a problem because you can guess, but it's just shaping the behavior and a little bit high rewards. And also that once she's on grass, she's a lot better because her needs are met and all that kind of stuff. So I'm also not too concerned with what side she leads on, because again, we're just trying to be successful, just trying to take it chill, nothing too crazy. And she's really good. She's eyeing some things, but she's following along pretty easily. Give her a break. So this is one of I give her a little bit of time on the grass, occasionally. But again, I don't know if she's pregnant, and fescue hay comes from fescue grass, and fescue grass has the fungus on it that can create birthing and delivery and labor. Those are all the same thing. Just complications during pregnancy. So I'm not very keen on keeping her out on this grass for too long or anything like that. But obviously she can have some. I mean, it's not the end of the world if she has a little bit. And she deserves it because she's a good girl. You can see that belly. Does she look pregnant to you? I don't know. We kind of did have a good video my sister had taken with her phone where it looks like she's waddling, but this is March 29th, according to my Instagram. So I got her February 20th. She's been haltered for, less than a week. But again, don't know if she's pregnant. We have a vet appointment the end of April for the domestics. So I think I was also thinking of if I wanted to bring her along and get a pregnancy test, because I know that's an option for a lot of people and stuff. So I was had this goal in mind to do that. It would involve trailering her to the vet. That specific vet does not do farm calls. So I had that in mind as well in terms of the skills that I wanted her to do. And then I go ahead and give her a break. This is me working with her to be caught again, especially with grass. I really wanted to make sure she was okay if I approached her. Obviously, she does not care. I didn't want her to just run away or anything. I wanted to kind of gauge where her interests were in terms of me coming up. She is not one to be run up to me in the field. She just likes to stand there and stare at me as I approach her. She'll talk to me and everything like she does, you can see, but she's not one to run up to me, which is kind of sad sometimes, especially when other people are like, oh yeah, my horse just runs up to me, and I'm sure she likes me in some capacity, but sometimes it's hard not to take that personally. Which, okay, I need to look at my training and look at my interactions with her and kind of whole reflective zone. But yeah, she likes her food a lot more than me. And I feel bad saying this because I promise you she gets 24/7 hay right where she's at right now. Her needs should be met. But obviously there's some holes if that's happening. Maybe it's also maybe her personality where she's just oh God, I'll do it, but I'd rather not, which I'd rather not go to work, so I get it. Anyway, this is just a little bit of letting her chill out, taking a break from the barn. You can see we have just stuff everywhere, so it's kind of a scary place sometimes, but I've determined that she is good environmentally, is how I kind of say it. I can take her anywhere and she's fine. It's people she gets really weird about. So again, this is me approaching and trying to see where she's at, just with me catching her. And she's good. She's fine. She says, I'm happy. We'll do whatever, I guess. I don't know. I'm just along for the ride here. Look at the belly. Is she pregnant? I don't know. It only keeps me up at night at this point too. And just keeps getting worse. This is a weird, I don't really know what's happening here if she gets weird about something. I don't think it's the hose. I don't know if she just doesn't want to go forward. I don't know if it's the cow trough that we have to feed the baby in. I'm not sure what she's doing, but it's just, okay, we'll take it slow and reward. I think she just doesn't want to come forward. But then she's looking at something, so I think she's nervous about something. I'm completely just ignoring that, so pay attention to your horses, I guess. It's really the philosophy on that. And more walking. So it's going to be just a lot of back and forth of walking around in a circle, various ways, just to gauge where she's at. And a picture of the baby. She is, it's March. She's just turned 2. So it's a big baby. And my sister thankfully fixed the baby because we're going to trot. Because I wanted to see her little cute pony trot. Oh, she's sassy. She's so sassy. We kind of joke that she has the perfect, she's just a perfect pony club pony where she just you drag her around everywhere and she's got that, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You kids go have fun. I'm not doing that kind of stuff. Minimal energy frequently. So I think I tried a couple more times, but she's not really into it. Again, this is me dragging her around all the time because I feel I'm oh, we're having fun, but she's not having fun. That's stupid. All right, so this is a good one. So this is a very scary table. It's incredibly scary, but I really like this whole interaction because I think it's a good way of showcasing positive reinforcement. So, we can approach it, we can touch it, because I know I'll get rewarded for it. So at this point, I feel like she starts seeing positive reinforcement, and this is humanizing, as obstacles. So, okay, there's something scary. I'm scared, but I know when I interact with it, when I touch it, I get rewarded, and I really want that reward. So this is where I'm also saying to myself, like, this is kind of cool. I really like this style of training because we can do something scary and it's not actually scary. Later on, like, I remember a distinct time, I don't think I have it on camera, where there's a jacket over the corral panels, right? And I'm like trying to do something, and she's like, so like, I'm so scared about this, but I'm gonna do it. I'm so scared, but I'm gonna do it. And I was like, okay, first of all, that's not what I want to do at all, but like, good for you. Like, you know, so it's just, it almost creates a problem where she's like approaching scary things a lot more than I'm ready for her to, but it's okay. I really do like the positive reinforcement. And I think the table is a really good representation of that. Okay, so this is also where I mess up. So I want her to walk on this concrete because it's different. And I'm like, oh, she needs to feel different, quote, textures under her feet. But I'm doing this wrong. I'm pulling, and I'm not rewarding. I do this whole thing wrong, by the way. So take note, I'm not a trainer. I'm not a professional. I mess up. So I'm like, oh, she doesn't want to go forward because of the gate. Well, now the barn's really scary. I need to be rewarding a lot more. And this is where it kind of comes to a head. I'm pulling and I have the tension. I'm not breaking this down into small steps, right? I'm just going for it. And she's not having it. I'm not releasing the tension. I'm not rewarding the small steps. Again, doing this all wrong. And she's also a lot stronger than me. So, and then you know what I do is I don't come back to it properly, right? Like I'm rewarding her for stepping forward. And it's really annoying to watch this because I'm doing it so wrong. And like, the problem is that this sets up for like trailering, right? Like going into an enclosed, scary, dark space that you don't want to. Like, this is the first step to trailering. And I'm not ruining it. I'm not creating a positive experience. I'm not showcasing, oh, when you do these things, it's really positive. We get somewhere, but not like as much as I want to. But I kind of just let it go and say, let's work on something else that I know we can win, easy win, the table. Yeah, it's a good time, but yeah, we did it.